Yo, what up boys, MxgicIQ here. In today's video, we're going to be ripping around EBISU in our S15. This one is a little bit different than the last S15 setup because this one is tailored towards assist, which I'm pretty sure most people run. And this thing, as you're going to see in today's gameplay, is an absolute monster. Ripping back ease, super loose, feels really good. It's just personally how I prefer to run it. And then as you can already see, we're going to be having some good cinematic vibes as always. So if you guys want to tune into these lobbies and maybe see your car featured in one of these videos, be sure to join the Discord and tune into the Twitch when we go live, twitch.tv/MxgicIQ. We're always recording those lobbies when we're up live, only about once to twice a week on the weekends, so make sure you guys tune in for that. And also stick around till the end of the video where we're going to do an in-depth kind of guide a little bit on why and how I tuned this car the way I did, and then hopefully you guys understand tuning a little bit more. Without further ado, let's get into the vibes.
Oh, a lot of S15, Jesus. Look at all the S15. Ah. Whoa, this is fire. Ooh, it's like a drone cam. That was tough. Ooh. Okay, I can get used to that. That's fire. Hold up. It's so hard to drive like this, but oh my god, I remember the track by heart anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's so beautiful. Chad, it's so gorgeous. Oh my god, somebody just got punted. Backy! Backy! Big entry, big entry. Uh-huh. Damn! Ah! Ah! It's like battle scars. I don't even want to repair it, bro. You know, shit happens, bro. I'm gonna do one last send, and then I think it's time to go to... Oh no, school course was so fun the other day. I feel like the homies are just pulling up. Woo! Damn. Now, I gotta say, chat, recently life's been really good, man. Things are coming to fruition, you know? I'm very happy with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Exes are hitting me up, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going great. No, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. Everything's going great, though. Want me to drive for real? I drive for real. Somebody's doing that flying shit. Damn, this S15 sexy, boy. I swear to God. Yeah! I think all my components are probably red if I were to check right now. I think she's about to die on me. Hear that shit losing power, chat? Oh my god, shit's dying. Oh my god! Damn, Pop. Oh shit! No! No! Save it! Ow! Ow! No! Oh, I can. Oh, I saved it. Damn.
Just take you somewhere secret, but I got all of the lights down, never gets out. About the world, we gonna just know it, what we feel and share up. You private thoughts, I'm not just out for your sakes, let me slip. Blood fighter things and like that. You find complex, forget what you heard about me, cause you're a scarecrow groupie, but there's no pressure on you, cause you know what you must do. Check this out, let's have a drink and not you. You time to think, let me up. Let's boot up, blood and cut on. Those porno bunker come loud, if you're by my side tonight, you're my devil's bride in the sun. Break deep inside, have no shame, no need to hide, why do you? Keep on blushing, get it all. Like a slushy, she must be kinda tipsy on this crystal, like your gypsy. Now I got her on up, about to break down the head, or pierce the spell. On through the wall, now she howling like a dog. Swing forward, we hit the floor, it don't quit. Another one, let she just another victim of a blow. Everyone's late night,
In lobby tuning? Yeah, I agree. It'll come though. I hypothesize that each map has a garage for a reason. I hope I'm right. Yeah, it's gonna be so dope. You could probably choose a home garage at some point too. When I want to flip to this camera, it's way more it's way easier to do this with assist, you know? Because I'm still driving. I realized, like, who cares, bro? Like, it's like, if you use the assist, or like, if you're not trying to go pro in this game, there's no reason to really use the assist, bro. Like, or I mean, I use no assist. Like, if you're not trying to do the esports tournament, if you don't care about doing top 32, like, and even then, like I said, you could just set up a couple cars, right? Like the ratio, if I had to guess, is like probably like generously 70 to 30. I mean, I'm not going to lock my lobby, so whatever people want to do, however they want to vibe, they can vibe. The tire hierarchy is enough. I'm going to restrict my tire limits, though, like Fox was saying. Like, you're not having above a 265. I think carx will always have the perfect balance over everything else. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, I'm not talking about peak simulation, right? I'm talking about the balance between getting in and being able to just hop in and do it.
Yeah, I play DRO to tell my brain off.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you just get to hop in there and chill. Alrighty, boys. If you've made it to this point in the video, be sure to type in IQ Gang down below in the comments. And we're about to get into a little bit of a build breakdown. So, I did an S15 the other day, and that was tailored towards no assist. That car runs really good on no assist, and you can drive it on assist as well for sure. But this thing right here, this yellow S15, is tailored towards assist. Feels really good, very smooth, but also responsive when you need it, and you can throw backies like crazy. And you can look at the SR setup here. Got 444, 344. Moving on to the cylinder head, we got 4 on the camshaft, 5 on the cylinder head. The thing with the camshaft that's a little interesting, though, I will say, is if you guys notice here, you take a look at the low-end torque. Depending on the car, for example, the RB is a really big one on this. You actually get more torque by going lower. I think stage 2 for the RB is actually the best in my opinion. It's pretty interesting. But here, I just went with the stage 4. Stage 5 loses me too much torque, to be honest. I'm just going to stay right there. I think that's a good sweet spot. Cylinder head stage 5. And then these you can just max out. But I personally put it at 3 just because of the power levels I was seeking. It was right around 400, right around 450, right? So, that's why I left it where it's at. Go over to gearbox. We're running the EVSL. I hadn't tried this trans in anything else, so I just wanted to give it a shot. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's like a little 5-speed. Stage 4 clutch on there. We're not really pushing that much torque anyway. Differential on here, Z350 4.3. You can go with a 4.1. I like the gear ratios in this, though. They already seem kind of long still, but it's just because of the way this car... it feels like it's out of boost, but it's not. I don't know. This thing's pretty torquey, even when it sounds like it's not in boost. Don't know how to explain it. And it's a viscous diff. I don't know what I have in the locking at, but I guess we're going to find out in a moment. 3, 3, 5, 4. You can max these out. These don't really matter. Suspension can be maxed out. As long as you have the same values, it's fine. Front and rear is both softs on this one. And then we're also running stage 4 on the brakes. You can do stage 5. It really doesn't matter. Honestly, I'm probably going to switch to it just because you want to be able to lock that handbrake force, as you see right there, at max. Just so it instantly locks every time. I actually could feel that being an area where I need to change real quick, so I'm glad I'd noticed that. I just copped this from the dealership and literally just tuned it up, sent it out there, and it was really fun, so... Sounds good. I like my cars to be on that Naoki spec. Naoki Nakamura. A legend if you don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying? N style. Okay? I'm a big fanboy. Okay? So, I like my... Well, a lot of D1 GP cars are honestly ran like this. But a little bit higher in the front. You see there's a lot of clearance there. But it's just aggressive style. I like it. Super battle stance, I guess you could say. That's what I learned what it was back in the day. It was just called battle stance. Didn't really change much here. Made this a little less stiff, but not really. Dampers, I didn't really see a reason to mess with the fronts. Made the rear a little bit less stiff. Nothing too crazy. Suspension geometry here. Caster's only 7.5 here. The reason for that is just because I felt like when I would go up too much in the caster on this car, the self-steer was a little bit too aggressive, I guess you could say. But... at the end of the day, I mean, honestly, I would run anywhere between 7 and 9, and you'll be pretty good. Don't even worry about it. And then at the steering angle, will always be 65. Camber's pretty aggressive on this one, but at the end of the day, these values really don't matter as much as what's actually on the alignment rack. So I really have 7.7, right? I don't have 8.20. So look at the alignment rack when you're looking at numbers, right? Even if you want to personalize something with the ride height, make sure your at least alignment numbers add up, because everything affects your alignment, right? Wheel offset's 142. Wheel toe is negative 0.4, and that's for the reason of the Ackerman and the degrees of the lead and chase wheel. This is how I like it, usually separated by 1 to 2 degrees, with obviously the lead wheel having more steering angle. Kingpin inclination is 14. I was watching Adam LZ's video, and he runs this stuff pretty aggressive. I think he runs 9 caster, negative 9 camber, and 20 kingpin inclination. So I was just messing with raising it even more to see how it felt, and I honestly like it, to be honest. Steering axis offset is 9 on this car. Essentially, if you guys also ever feel confused by anything, I'm going to be honest, the hints are pretty good. You just pop the hint up, right, and it'll tell you exactly what it does. So click R3. A larger offset allows for a greater force at which the steering wheel returns to center position without the need to increase caster, right? And if we go back to caster, caster is essentially the same thing here. The higher the value, the faster the steering responds to changes in the car's direction during a drift, but high value reduces front wheel grip in big angles, okay? But it also, technically in real life, jacks the car up when you're full angle or full lock, and then makes the car have more grip, okay? That's also another thing, the higher that is. Okay, so right here we do have it increased forward or increased back a little bit, just for a little bit of aggression here. So you have it a little bit further back. You can make this extremely aggressive and go really, really far back on some cars. On my Chaser and my Laurel, I actually have it at 25. It's interesting. It's fun to mess with. Steering rack, from what I believe this does, I think it gives you something, yeah, a toe angle during steering. So you get toe increase and stuff like that. I just like to have this off. 60 and 0. Again, that's just to set the Ackerman and the angle of the front and rear angle, or front and rear wheel. Okay. Lead and chase wheel. Camber in the rear. I get the camber as close to what 0 is because I want full contact patch with my rear wheels for the tires, so we get as much grip as possible. Wheel offset is just, you know, a little bit slimmer. You want the rear wheels to be a little bit more in than the front, obviously, actually a lot bit. And then I always run maxed out toe in the rear. More side bite, more grip. Profile is 40. I run a 245, 40, 17 in the front, and then 265, 35, 17 in the rear. Just personal preference. Looks cool, clean. And then lower tire pressure in the rear, 0.9, 2 bar in the front.
Also, just to step in real quick, the reason the tire pressure is so low in the rear is because it increases as the tire gains heat.
Turbine pressure is 0.75 on this build. I'm running 8,800 RPM because it sounds nice at 8,800. I have the anti-lag on because on the SR20 it doesn't sound bad, and it also does help a lot with obviously getting back into boost quickly.
And honestly, this boost by gear is just personal preference, just for launches and little battles and stuff.
Lock coefficient's 100 here. It's basically a lock diff, but it's just the viscous. I just wanted to try it. I didn't notice a difference really. If you put it down to 60, obviously it'd be more gripped up. 55 brake balance. That's because this is reset. I usually run about 75, maybe 70 sometimes. I'll lower this around to 6,500-ish, maybe even 5,000. And then the handbrake force, I always max out. ABS on or off, kind of personal preference. Sometimes I leave it on, sometimes I leave it off. Honestly, I just prefer it on most of the time. And that's the build on this thing, man. Well, let's get back to ripping. Let's get some more doors, bro.